Hello. Good evening, everybody. Oh, my eyes are itching. Tonight we're going to do a toner pad, chat about these, but also last chance offer on the Amaze box for the month. Amaze box ends tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take all my things off. Hello. Oh, it's been a day. How's everybody else doing? I'm going to go in with my toner pad. Hi, Jennifer. Thank you, Jess. Thank you. You know, so we, I would love the Amaze box. Okay, I'll let you know, in just a second. I'm gonna do this toner pad because it needs to sit on my skin for like 20 minutes before we can do anything else, okay? So as far as Maverick is concerned, tomorrow, we have Laps of Love coming to the house. So far, they seem like an amazing organization. Ace has pretty much handled it all because I'm super emotional. I'm trying to be strong today, okay? I'm thankful that we had 2 extra months to have him in our lives and get to do all the special things with him and all of that. So I'm so thankful. But we have to take his comfort into consideration. Hold on, sweet girl. Yeah. She's gonna try to steal my drink again. We have to. I don't think so, Charles or Joyce, I'm assuming. Have you checked your tracking? It might be a post office issue. But if it is, contact Lime Life customer service and they can get another one sent out to you. So we've had hey, why don't you go get your water cup? Okay? Go get yours. Get your water. Go get yours. So I'm sorry, I lost track. So we have to take his what is it called, Issa?
What? I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry.
Like Isaiah. Maverick's comfortability, but his the words.
Quality of life.
Quality of life. Whew, words. Words are hard. So yeah.
It can be so my dad, they kept their dog around too long. He was talking to me about this. He said this. And he regrets it, because he felt bad about making that decision, which I get. It's not like a selfish thing, like, oh, I don't want to miss my doggy. It's, it's like, it's a hard decision to make because you're like, I'm choosing this date and time to end my dog's life. And that sucks. Yeah. That was so hard.
It was so hard.
Like I sat there and stood at the website choosing a time, like, so that's the time, huh? That's when I make that decision.
Yeah, it's a very difficult thing to make. Somebody had messaged me and said, I don't understand why you guys are doing this. He's eating. So he ate his steak, but he hasn't been eating.
He hasn't had dinner in 2 days.
Yeah, he hasn't been consistently eating. He wouldn't touch the pup cup. But it's not just about like him eating. Quality of life is more than will he eat. It's
first of all, he couldn't stand up to eat the steak. Let's be clear.
So it is him just being comfortable. And when you've had a dog his whole life, you can tell when he's not comfortable anymore. I also, when I took Sandy to the vet the other day, the veterinarian was shocked that he was still with us. And she said, well, how is he doing? I said, well, I said, I think it's getting to be time because he's not eating consistently. He hadn't eaten in 2 days then. He is starting to, like, his back is starting to kind of droop in the middle, and he's very, like, bony feeling, but then his belly is out. And she said that's because he's filling with fluid. So again, it's not just about eating, right? It's not about eating a steak. He was able to eat that steak, but his quality of life is still not great. And he's the other thing that she talked about was him labored breathing, and he is doing that consistently. And he's doing, I don't know if it's a cough. It's this thing. This is what kind of made us think about it. I'm sorry, my words are not working today. Perimenopause brain is real. His I'm trying to think of, like, the coughing thing that he did.
So oftentimes, like, if a dog gags, that's that's a stomach thing. Okay?
Yeah.
So he's coughing and then gagging, and what that often means, not usually, but what that can mean is that you have fluid on the lungs. So that was the first symptom that we saw, and that's when we first took him into the vet.
Yeah, okay.
They did a CAT scan, they did a blood test, they found that he was extremely anemic and that he had a tumor on his heart. Large, dense mass on his heart. It was pushing his aorta to one side, and that's how big it was. Like, it was off center. With his bloating in his abdomen, that means his abdominal cavity is filling with fluids, and likely he's filling with blood because he's so anemic. He's bleeding internally from that tumor.
Right.
So, and he has been. We've been giving him meds to make him more comfortable.
Yep.
But this has been a thing. But it's getting to the point now where he can barely lift himself off the ground. Like, he doesn't want to get up to even go outside to, like, use the bathroom. He's not eating. You know, the coughing has become more consistent. Like, you know.
So that's not a quality of life that anyone would want. So yeah, we had to make that hard decision to do that. Isaiah is aware of everything that's going on. He is going to come home for a little while we do this. My mom is going to come pick Abigail up after she says her goodbyes, but we don't want her here during with the vet here, just because Abby will, from what we understand of Abigail, I mean, she's not going to understand the situation, right? And we want that time to be able to grieve and just, I don't want to say enjoy the moment because it's not going to be enjoyable, but take that moment. And so that is not something that Abigail needs to be here for, so she's not going to be here for that.
She requires full-time care.
Yeah.
One-on-one care, especially when we have a stranger in the house. She's going to be interested in that stranger and wanting to, you know, interact with them and stuff. Abby's going to be Abby-ing, just like she always does. And it's going to be difficult for the whole procedure to happen with, you know.
So we chose not to have her here. So my mom's going to come pick her up and hang out with her while we're handling that. But then after the fact, so we did want the other dogs to be here so that they don't, like, look for him and stuff after the fact. But then we had already planned on going to take Abigail to Daytona. So we are going to be doing that because, well, first of all, we think that it will help not being here the first night. But then also, I think it's going to help the other two dogs to take them to the place that they love and get them to be able to play.
Well, when I first scheduled it, you went to cancel.
I did.
Our trip. But I think it'll be better for everybody.
And it's just an overnight trip.
The dogs, us, we'll all be focused on something else. It just, you know,
yeah.
I think it'll be better.
Because at the end of the day, we have a responsibility to keep Abby, you know, with her mood and stuff like that. So we want to make sure that we're doing those kinds of things. So So that's our plan. Huh. You have paper bag all over you and box. You're not taking my drink,
Go get
ma'am.
your cups
It is
from her.
my water. You have your own water
Come here.
cup.
We get your paper scrub. Go get your cup.
So that's the
You need help
situation for
filling it up?
tomorrow. Yes, so Isaiah will be coming to say goodbye. He wants to be here. So he'll come. Of course, he'll have to go back, but he'll be here. So
He also said goodbye last week
he did.
because we didn't know. Maverick had a bad couple days week before last, but then he perked back up again. So, but
But today we got to do some fun things with him. You know, take
it was
him.
a good time.
It was. We got to take him. He did not. Oh my gosh, you guys! If you have a Dutch Bros in your area, let me just shout them out. They paid for our entire drink order today because we told them that we needed a pup cup and it would be his last one. And the poor girl at the counter was so distraught. And she made him the biggest pup cup I've ever seen with all the bones. And then he wouldn't eat it. He had no interest in it. And so we brought it home to the other two. But then they paid for our drinks. Like, it's just so, so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that. It is so hard. It is so hard. But you know what? I'm thankful that we got the time with him that we did. I told Asa, I feel like I'm ready now. I don't want to be selfish. Like, it would be selfish of us to drag him along, right? He's a dog. He can't tell us how he's feeling. All we can do are read his cues, his body language, and all of those things. So that's what we're doing. And every dog is different, just like every human is different. If that wasn't your story with your dog, then it's just different, you know? So that's where we're at. That's where we're at. And he was such an amazing dog. He was so good. You know, and he was dropped off. Whoever dropped him off at the Humane Society had no idea what a fantastic dog they just gave up. And he was around 9 weeks old, they think. So we were just so blessed with him. He was the most, we always say, like, he's the most undogged dog ever. He never played with a toy. He never, like, chased anything. Nothing. None of that. He was so serious all the time. He was an old soul from the day we got him. And he had the temperament test, and he just, we are having to put him down tomorrow, Noreen. So he's a great dog. What's the process after the fact that you chose? So, as far as I understand, Lapse of Love will take him after. So they put him to sleep before they give him the second shot. So he will go to sleep first, and then they'll give him a second shot. So I'm thankful for that. I don't know. It's going to be super hard. I've never done this ever. So I don't know what to expect, but we will let you guys know, you know, how it goes. Yeah, it's hard. Asa actually gave me the other day when we made the final decision. I was just distraught, and he had Maverick. When did you do that with Maverick?
What's that?
The paw print.
You were gone. You were on a trip.
Okay.
I ordered it on Amazon.
Asa
They have little
did a little paw print.
ink paw print kits. Maverick did not enjoy it. He did not
Of
want to
course
let me
not.
do it. It comes with like 3 pages to do it.
Yeah.
We used all 3 to get a good print because he was not participatory at all.
Oh, Maverick.
Yeah, he was like, I don't want to be standing and doing this.
Yeah. So I
step on
told
it.
Asa I want to do like a little collage of his collar, a picture of him, and then the paw print.
So they have dog shadow boxes, by the way.
Oh, well, that would be perfect.
Yep.
We're not going to keep his ashes. It's not something we felt like we wanted to do. Um, so. Um, so yeah, they will be coming to the house
It's
tomorrow.
not very much more money to do a solo cremation.
Yeah.
So what'll happen? I heard you was on your live, but Isaiah and I can carry him out on a stretcher
Oh.
afterwards, and load him up in her vehicle and then in the doctor's vehicle, and then he will be cremated.
Gotcha.
Yep.
This one has been loving him all day long. Like she always loves him, but it's like extra.
Yeah.
You've been giving him extra love
She's
today.
been cuddling. I don't know that he appreciates it, but
but she loves it.
she loves to cuddle.
Huh. Yeah, I would much rather a shadow box, I think. Yes, he does have cancer. He does.
Girl.
Yep. We have the best pictures, huh? Of you cuddling with your big bro. With your big bro. Thank you guys. So yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some people do that, Vicky, where they like cut a piece of hair off the area they like the scratches the most or something, you know.
Aw.
I've seen people do that too.
We could get a little piece of his ear hair that Abby used to.
We could just collect it around the house.
Right. We could collect his house or collect his hair around
Hey,
the
Maverick,
house.
what are you doing, bud? Just walking around.
Isaiah he's having a hard time. I just actually talked to him a little bit ago and he's super sad that he can't be here right now for all of his last things. So he's definitely struggling with that. Because he kept seeing my Instagram post and he's like, Mom, you're killing me. I'm like, I'm sorry. I just wanted to put it on there and so I would have something to remember it by. But he will be here tomorrow. Huh. You girls. You girls. Sandy's down here too. We are doing the best thing. I feel like we are.
Oh, that's so sad, Lisa.
Where are you at on Facebook?
Yeah. They had to put 2 4-month puppies down.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
That's so tough.
Okay. So yeah. So thank y'all so much for all of the prayers, and we appreciate it so much.
We'll be okay. We'll have a tough morning, but you know we have been mourning for 2 months.
We have.
So.
That's what we have been. We've been prepping ourselves. Yeah. So I think, like, that's why we're more okay with the decision. If that makes sense.
I imagine it's a lot harder when it's a really sudden thing. I've seen people comment like their dog was diagnosed with cancer and then like the next day they passed away. That's got to be so hard, you know.
Yep. So yeah. Thank you so much. And I know everybody keeps saying make sure he has chocolate before he passes because every dog should get to taste chocolate. I'm going to offer it to him, but I don't know if his stubborn little butt will take it.
So fun fact, Maverick has had chocolate. Remember when he was younger and stole it and we panicked and freaked out and he turned out to be just fine?
No.
Yeah, Abby got into a bag of M&Ms. Dumped them all over the floor.
I do not remember that.
That's not real chocolate though, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't tell you about that. Maybe that was a bad parenting moment and I didn't tell you about it and I kind of freaked out and
Aww. Yeah. Okay, and I don't want this to sound like I don't know. I got on here to do my skincare and to talk about the Amaze box that ends tomorrow.
I'm glad that you covered. I'm glad, because we've gotten so much love on Facebook and
we
stuff.
have.
We appreciate it so very much.
So just a quick rundown. If you do want the Amaze box, if you're interested in that, let me know. I am still working, obviously. So.
Have you done what's in it this month already?
I have, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you're gonna get the Afterglow. The Afterglow.
I wanted to be clear. I did get her a whole new cup of water. Too.
Aloe vera and
Abby.
lavender soothing sun gel. And then you're also going to get the Cool Balm. All of these are fantastic for summertime. So this is an aloe and candy oil face balm. Okay. And then you're also going to get an Everlasting Sea sample. Okay. So this is, the box is $46. Oh, Isaiah's calling me again. Okay. I may lose you guys on on Instagram now because he called. That's how it happens. So if you guys have any questions about the Amaze box, it's $46. So let me know if you have questions about anything. It ends at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard tomorrow. Okay? So thank you all so much. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your well wishes. Thank you for all the things. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. All right. Bye.